Hello, everyone. Welcome to Venus finally going direct. At this point, we've had Mars retrograde, Mercury retrograde, obviously Venus retrograde. So, all these personal planets are sort of wrapping up their retrograde cycles. And yeah, I'm sure all of us are a little over it. Before I jump in, I will say this is obviously not conclusive. I do not have your natal chart, your natal placements, so please refer to your natal birth chart. But even if you're new to astrology and you have no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry. I'm going to go through each of the rising signs and talk about sort of the main points, the main messages, areas of life, etc. So you don't necessarily need to know your chart. But I try to accommodate those who do know their chart and a lot more about astrology as well. Now, what's interesting about Venus stationing direct is that moments before Venus stations direct, there is a full moon in Libra. So this full moon in Libra will culminate exact by degree right before Venus stations direct. Why is this important? Well, Venus rules Libra. So we sort of have this culminating moment in the area of Libra. And again, I'll break it down by rising sign and areas of life to look out for regarding this culmination and how it's sort of playing a part in Venus, who rules this area, now moving forward. So there's forward momentum, there's forward movement. Maybe there's been a lot of reviewing and revising going on regarding particular areas of your chart, that now we sort of have this culminating moment or illuminating moment, depending on where it is. And then we move forward. Now there's a lot more detail to that because Saturn is also involved, which I'll break down through the rising signs and also the North Node. So there's some other elements playing into this story that are sort of increasing the themes, but also playing into this alignment that I think is the overarching theme to at least the first half of 2025, where there's a lot of change and sort of shifting, reviewing, and revising going on that for many of us is sort of helping us move towards more alignment. Now, Venus did an original pass to the North Node in Pisces around early February. So you can think back to very end of January, early February, what was going on, look back in your calendar, look back on, personal, professional calendars, those types of things to kind of, jog your memory. What contextual clues, what things were coming up around that time that you started to review and revise, especially as you got into March, particularly the end of March, that now with Venus stationing direct, it's heading for that last pass of the North Node. So this is sort of like the last chapter, sort of the completion of what we've all been sort of enduring for many months now. And this last pass is pretty much now through April 24th, when Venus will start to move away from the North Node. So this is, again, the last of the personal planets to station direct. So I think this is a good thing. I'm personally looking forward to this. So again, refer to your own natal chart. Refer to the dates, early February, March, particularly the end of March, that now those themes, those contextual clues, stories, etc., could now potentially start to move forward with clarity, understanding, grounded perspective, whatever it may be. I'm going to stop blabbing and jump right in to the rising signs. I'm going to try to be sort of quick, clear, and concise as possible. because there is a lot of different ways that I can break this down, but I want to break this down as sort of digestible or palatable as possible. Anyways, let's get to it. Hello, Aries risings. Now, first things first, I want all of you to think back to October 2024. October 2024 was that new moon solar eclipse in Libra. So it wasn't just a new moon planting the seeds that could be culminating or sort of really being highlighted around this particular time. But think back, what started to really unfold, or new intentions, new opportunities, new things that you were focused on, whatever it may be, particularly in the area of personal and professional partnerships, that now could be sort of highlighted now that we're at the full moon. So new moon start, full moon culminate. Now the full moon happening right before Venus stations direct is really illuminating the area of your chart associated, again, with personal and professional partnerships. So this could really be highlighting your connection with others personally or professionally, and how it's also providing a shift or outcome to your own self-expression, creative projects, romance, or children, if applicable. Venus stationing direct in your 12th house shortly after this full moon could shift your subconscious desires, hidden emotions, and for some, I think this could bring mental clarity around even a money or self-worth situation. Again, the North Node and Saturn, like I mentioned in the intro, will be involved in this planetary movement, and Saturn rules your career and public recognition. So I would pay attention to any mental clarity around what you love and value regarding money and self-worth, particularly on the professional level. Venus is now direct, a morning star, and exalted in Pisces, indicating personal and professional partnerships, finances, and or self-worth could be entering a new 18-month cycle. Hello, Taurus risings. First things first, I want you to think back to roughly around October 2024, particularly involving the areas of daily health, daily work, and routines. What was really playing out around this time? What new things, new opportunities, or seeds were you planting regarding your health or work? The full moon happening right before Venus stations direct is really illuminating or culminating this sixth house area of your chart associated with daily work, health, and routines. So this culmination regarding a work or health situation could have you finding time in your routine to be with family and or grow your social network and goals, which could consequently gain clarity around this time with Venus stationing direct in this area. So I would also look for opportunities to support your physical body, appearance, and also replenish your energy to feel like you can take action again, especially with the North Node and Saturn playing a part in this story, and how Saturn rules your 10th house of career and public recognition, and how this could potentially increase these themes as you gain more clarity with your social network and goals. Venus is now direct, a morning star, and exalted in Pisces, indicating a new 18-month cycle of creating and strengthening your social network for more work opportunities and new goals. Hello, Gemini risings. I want you to think back to October 2024 when the new moon solar eclipse happened in Libra. So not only the new moon, but also an eclipse, providing a potential opportunity to plant new seeds or sort of start new chapters involving joy, integrating more joy, creativity, self-expression, romance, or even children or time with your children, if that's applicable to you. Now, at this point in time, the full moon happening right before Venus stations direct is illuminating the area of your chart, again, associated with this creativity, romance, self-expression, and children, if applicable. So this is really highlighting, culminating, or completing what potentially started internally or externally regarding these themes back in October 2024. So this could be a shift in your creative projects or romantic life, pushing you to maybe let go of old patterns and embrace what is going to bring you more joy and creation in your life. This could influence a change regarding how you communicate, learn, and connect with others within your day-to-day life to hopefully foster more personal and intellectual growth. Venus stationing direct shortly after this full moon could bring mental clarity around a career situation, particularly because the eclipses are really starting to affect the angular parts of your chart, including that career and public recognition area. So look for ways your current or new career opportunities can align or restructure for more growth, opportunity, and resources with Saturn's influence in this story. But overall, Venus is now direct, a morning star, and exalted in your Pisces 10th house of career and public recognition, indicating a new 18-month cycle of creating more value, joy, and mental clarity to your career, business, and public recognition. Hello, Cancer risings. Think back to October 2024 when the new moon solar eclipse happened in your Libra 4th house of home, family, property, and real estate. So, what new opportunities, new chapters regarding the home, family, property, real estate themes were really starting to play out? Now, it could be family relationships or people you live with, renovations, relocations, etc. Really anything to do with those themes. Now we're at the full moon. And again, this full moon happening right before Venus stations direct, again, is illuminating, culminating this area of your chart and life associated with home, family, property, and emotional foundation. So this could create shifts to your finances, material possessions, and or self-worth. For some of you, this could literally be an investment for your home, your family, or just strengthening your foundation, or investing in a relocation or renovation. But ultimately, Venus stationing direct shortly after this full moon could bring clarity and resolution to your higher knowledge, spirituality, travel, publishing, teaching, and really anything involving growth and potential in your lives. And if you think about it, what is going on with home, family, property, real estate, and how does that foundation create the space or just the foundation to build upon that growth and potential you're seeking in your lives? So this direct movement could also shift and align you to certain friends, groups, communities, and goals, or have some of you taking an entirely new approach to your social connections. Simultaneously, some of you could be evaluating a home or family situation to help align the foundation of your life to create space for new social connections and support new goals. The North Node and Saturn's influence in this story could increase themes and even strengthen the opportunity for personal and professional partnerships that help create mutual empowerment in this new 18-month cycle Venus is fully stepping into. Hello, Leo risings. Think back to October 2024, when we had the new moon solar eclipse in Libra. Now, this landed in your third house, just like this full moon at this point in time is landing in. But we have to think back what really got initiated back in October 2024 with communication, exchanging information, your neighborhood, your daily environment, how you want to feel and sort of move through your day-to-day life. Now, the full moon happening right before Venus stations direct is illuminating the area of your chart associated, again, with communication, any form of communication, right? Writing, technology, exchanging information, and again, that immediate local environment. This could provide clarity with how you communicate or an opportunity to release outdated ways of communicating or things within your immediate environment that no longer serve you. I would look for ways these third house themes can support positive outcomes for you, your appearance, and how you really want to show up in the world. Now, Venus stationing direct shortly after this full moon could consequently provide even more clarity to your emotional and financial matters. The North Node and Saturn involved in this story could help restructure your personal desires with personal and professional partnerships. Venus is now direct, a morning star, and exalted in your Pisces 8th house of transformation and shared resources, helping you step into a new 18-month cycle of communication and learning that supports your career ambitions and personal connections, leading to a more fulfilling professional and personal life. Hello, Virgo risings. Think back to October 2024 when we had that new moon solar eclipse in Libra that is sort of paired up with this full moon happening now in your second house. So, what was going on financially? Anything to do with your value system, material possession, self-worth. Back in October 2024, that could now be sort of coming into light, is being illuminated. So the full moon happening right before Venus stations direct, again, is illuminating the area of your chart involving the finances, values, personal possessions, self-worth. I think this could potentially reveal material resources or sense of self-worth for many of you. This could have some of you changing your relationship to money and seeing your value in with a different perspective or in other ways, like how it's not just, your value isn't just about, the money you can make. We can create value and abundance in many other ways. And I think this could also be an opportunity to release any subconscious beliefs that negatively affect your sense of value and stability that hopefully foster more financial clarity moving forward. Venus stationing direct shortly after this full moon could provide more clarity regarding personal and professional partnerships. And integrating this with the full moon, some of you may reassess how your personal and professional relationships impact your self-worth and financial stability. This could be for better or for worse. Look for ways your personal and professional partnerships can support the growth and potential in your life instead of depleting these areas. Now, the North Node and Saturn in this story can definitely help increase your focus on building a foundation for your health, work, and play that could positively influence your self-worth, financial future, and even partnerships. So it's sort of like The North Node in Saturn is an invitation to say, hey, how can you focus on your own work, your own health, your own routines, and sort of watch how things fall into place based off of that. So, again, overall, Venus is now direct, a morning star, and exalted in Pisces, providing a new 18-month cycle of aligning your relationships, values, and vitality. Hello, Libra risings. Think back to Libra season, October 2024, when we had the new moon solar eclipse in Libra, your rising sign, the sign that rules you. What was going on regarding, your ability to take independent action, your appearance, your physical body, how, what new opportunities, new chapters, new things were you starting that had an effect on you personally and physically? The full moon happening now, right before Venus stations direct, is illuminating the area of your chart involving your physical body, ability to take independent action, and how you show up in the world. Some of you might literally find yourselves in the spotlight and finding clarity among your connections with others. I also think this could increase your energy and drive to socialize, expand your social connections, and even long term goals. Now, Venus stationing direct shortly after this full moon could provide the shift and clarity to your work, health, and routines. So look out for ways or even witness how valuable work and health routines have a positive effect on your physical body and energy to align your social connections and or long-term goals. When you feel good, you attract good and or shift the energy in the room to a more positive state. So I think a lot of Libra risings around this time might be stepping into more energy or hopefully more strength and witnessing sort of the empowerment or power within you. Because Venus also rules your 8th house of intimacy and shared resources, I think this direct movement could also provide the clarity involving the mutual empowerment with resources you want to move towards, whether you're partnered up or single. Now, Saturn and the North Node will be involved with Venus stationing direct. So, this could indicate constructive changes and positive outcomes to your living situation, joy, relationships with children, if applicable, and even romance. Now, overall, your ruling planet, Venus, is now direct, a morning star, and exalted in Pisces, really helping you establish a new 18-month cycle of vitality and resources. Hello, Scorpio risings. Think back to October 2024 when we had that new moon solar eclipse in Libra. Now, this new moon landed in your 12th house, which is sort of paired up with the full moon happening now. So, back in October 2024, what sort of new chapters, new intentions were you setting internally? Maybe it was a life vision. Maybe it was new intentions around your subconscious thought patterns, time for rest and recharge. Whatever it may be, the full moon happening now, right before Venus stations direct, is now culminating and illuminating this area of your chart involving your subconscious thought patterns, hidden insights, and dreams. Now, this full moon could provide a time of introspection where insights and even revelations regarding career and public recognition could come up, in my opinion. And if applicable, this could be an opportunity to see where you've been limiting yourselves and release any outdated beliefs that hold back this professional success that some of you are envisioning for yourselves in 2025. Now, Venus stationing direct shortly after this full moon could continue clarity involving creativity, joy, romance, and children, if applicable. Perhaps some of you could be shifting something professionally to bring more balance and harmony to your personal life. Now, Saturn and the North Node, as I mentioned in the intro, are involved with Venus, and this could signal opportunities to constructively create positive outcomes to home, family, and sort of domestic life. I would look for internal insights that shift or provide answers to balancing home and or career so that you can integrate more joy, play, and time with others. Overall, Venus is now direct, a morning star, and exalted in Pisces, providing a new 18-month cycle of mental clarity within personal and professional partnerships. Hello, Sagittarius risings. Think back to October 2024, particularly involving the areas of friends, groups, communities, and long term goals. What new opportunities, new beginnings were sort of shifting, changing internally or externally regarding your social network and your long term goals? That now, with this full moon is sort of culminating whatever potentially started back in October 2024. So the full moon happening right before Venus stations direct is illuminating the area of your chart involving your social circles and long-term goals. So this could provide clarity around the people you associate with and the communities you belong to and how that impacts your growth and potential in life. So some of you, I think, might seek new experiences that expand your horizons in life, that maybe feels more aligned to your goals and or desires regarding your social network. But first, Venus stationing direct shortly after this full moon could pull you back to your physical and emotional foundation first. So, this direct movement could help integrate new ways of creating peace and stability to your domestic life that can support the social network, goals, growth, and potential you seek. Saturn and the North Node will be involved with Venus here. And this could also help create constructive changes to your financial future to assist the stability and peace some of you are looking for. Now, overall, Venus is now direct, a morning star, and exalted in Pisces, kicking off a new 18-month cycle of new health and work routines that could really set you up for success regarding your long-term goals and even create more space for the social connections you seek. Hello, Capricorn risings. Think back to October 2024 when we had that new moon solar eclipse in Libra that landed in your 10th house of career and public recognition. So, what new visions, projects, ideas were you thinking about or initiating back in October 2024 that could really be illuminated around this time with the full moon in your Libra 10th house of career and public recognition? So, the full moon happening right before Venus stations direct, again, is really illuminating the area of your chart involving career and public recognition. This could literally put a spotlight on your career or professional projects. And some of you might be moving into a new role or different area that you've been working on for some time. Now, Venus stationing direct shortly after this full moon could provide clarity to your communication, learning, and really your immediate environment and things within your immediate environment. So, phone, car, laptop, etc. This direct movement, I think, could really create better communication within your professional life. So, if this resonates, I would contemplate ways communicating more effectively in the workplace or fostering an environment or connection with others for better, efficient communication. And getting those mundane tasks out of the way can really clear more space for creativity and play in your life. Some of you might feel encouraged to align your professional goals to actually foster more balance between work and play. Now, Saturn and the North Node are involved with Venus here. So look for constructive and positive outcomes this period that could really provide, you know, more better long-term sustainable outcomes to not only your personal expression but also your finances. So overall, Venus is now direct, a morning star, and exalted in Pisces, providing a new 18-month cycle of fostering a more fulfilling balance between work and play. Hello, Aquarius risings. Think back to the new moon solar eclipse in Libra back in October 2024, particularly around the areas of higher knowledge, teaching, publishing, traveling, really anything you were pursuing for growth and potential in your lives. That could now be really illuminated or culminated with this full moon now. So, the full moon happening right before Venus stations direct is illuminating the area of your chart, again, associated with higher knowledge, travel, spirituality, publishing, teaching, really anything involving growth and potential in your lives. So, this full moon, I think, could really provide clarity or literally the ability to see what you truly value and the direction you want to expand your life towards in 2025. So look for opportunities and how this could maybe realign your closest partnerships or how these partnerships could support the growth and potential that you're really seeking in 2025. Now, Venus stationing direct shortly after this full moon could wash this clarity onto your finances, values, and personal possessions. Now, your overall approach to material security and even self worth could have gotten a tune up that provides additional opportunity to strengthen your domestic life and emotional foundation. So, this period could be an invitation to align financial and personal values that fuels that sense of adventure and growth that creates that feedback loop for a more fulfilling foundation to the home and broader perspective. So, sort of like, how can, with the changes that are happening, I think a lot of Aquarius risings, you might be able to sort of gain that clarity of the growth and potential you're seeking and how that really nourishes or sort of waters back down to supporting your domestic and emotional foundation and vice versa. Now, Saturn and the North Node will be involved with Venus here, indicating an opportunity to also feel the positive effects of this transit and feeling good in your mind and physical body. So I think overall, Venus is now direct, a morning star, and exalted in Pisces, providing a new 18-month cycle of creating a fulfilling foundation for optimum growth in 2025. Hello, Pisces risings. Think back to October 2024 when we had that new moon solar eclipse in Libra, which landed in your 8th house of transformation and shared resources. So, this could have been transformational work. This could also have been a financial situation regarding assets, investments, again, your partner's resources if applicable. Really, any sort of anything that you merge with professional and personal partnerships, or any transformational work. The full moon happening right before Venus stations direct in this area is illuminating and culminating potentially what got planted or started back around October 2024. So this is really illuminating and culminating the area of your chart, again, involving transformation and shared resources. So this could be a time of revelations or endings that provide necessary changes to daily work and or health routines. So some of you might be literally making changes to improve your well-being or work life. Now, Venus stationing direct shortly after this full moon could help boost a desired change to your well being or work by bringing more direct movement and even clarity to your personal expression, physical body, and ability to take action. So, this direct movement really could positively influence your ability to also communicate and enhance how you express yourself to support these other themes. But on a more mundane level, this could really provide clarity and even harmony with relationships to siblings, extended family, or individuals within your neighborhood or immediate environment. If it resonates, I would contemplate ways these themes could positively influence your financial future and ability to form sort of greater emotional connection with others. Saturn and the North Node will be involved in this story. I think helping you make constructive changes to maybe any sabotaging thought patterns and really aligning yourselves with people that support your dreams, aspirations, and long term goals, which, again, going back to the point I just made, sort of helping some of you positively influence not only that financial future, but ability to form greater emotional connections with those that are in alignment to supporting your dreams, aspirations, and long term goals. Overall, Venus is now direct, a morning star, and exalted in your Pisces first house of self, providing a new 18-month cycle of not only supporting your physical body and appearance, but also with what Venus rules, where it could also consequently create positive changes to meaningful communication, connections with others, and ultimately mutual empowerment.